Good morning and get dressed with me for law school. I had the hardest time getting out of bed this morning because it is so gloomy and rainy outside, which I think is nobody's fault but my own because yesterday I was raving about the weather. It was literally 70 degrees when I got out of school yesterday. It's been so nice until today, so we're wearing something comfortable. I picked out these brown tights from Alo, this long sleeve cream shirt from Lululemon, and today is the first day I'm breaking out my long trench puffer from Lululemon. This is my absolute favorite winter jacket. I've had it since undergrad, so it's a little bit dirty. I have two classes today, Civ Pro and Torts. Today is the first day that I've had Torts. Of course, I had it last semester, but it's the first time having it this semester, and I'm so excited to be back because I think that was by far my favorite class. We strictly talked about negligence last semester, so I think this semester we're talking about intentional torts, and I'm really excited to learn about that. I think part of my second semester 1L drag kind of lack of motivation is coming from not having new classes like you would in undergrad. However, the subject matter is different, so I guess that's going to help a little bit. Kind of makes it more of a clean slate. Our final exams are semester cumulative, meaning I won't necessarily be tested on what I learned last semester, but I'm sure I'll have to know it anyway. Of course, all of the material that I'm learning in my doctrinal classes is going to eventually be on the bar exam, so it may not show up on my spring final, but I will see it later, so I have to keep up to date with that material. I'm just a 1L, but I literally stress over the bar exam already, and I remember thinking when I was studying for the LSAT, I probably should have been studying this like my first day on earth. So while of course the classes that I have now are super stressful and like infiltrate my mind every second of every day, so does the bar exam. That's one thing that kind of keeps me like motivated in my classes that I have now, is I know that it's going to show up again and I'm going to have to know it in 3 years, so I'm really going to try hard to retain the information now if that's possible. Hi Moss, you want to say hi? When I was home for Christmas break, Molly got a teeth clean and of course had to get a little IV and blood work done. Oh, so right now we have kind of a peg leg going on, but I still think you look perfect as always. Molly has also kind of had a rough time getting back into the school routine. However, she's very excited to be back in my apartment because she is a city girl at heart, but she was so sad when I left for class that first day. It just broke my heart. So we're both kind of struggling at the moment. For shoes, I'm wearing my white On Clouds. How is it even possible that I washed these last week? I've worn them maybe twice and they're already dirty again. I said yesterday that my new reading incentive, because you know we always have to have like a treat for doing something very simple, was to be able to watch the new season of Tell Me Lies. And not to be that person, but I was a little disappointed, so I hope that it gets a little juicier in the other episodes that are going to be released because I was expecting a little bit more. I don't know. I also started rewatching Euphoria with my sister to get ready for the next season that's going to be coming out. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I literally didn't start watching Euphoria until 2 years after it came out. But I'm like that with any album or show. I let it sit for a little bit before I touch it and give it a try because I like to hear what everyone else has to say about it before I either watch it or listen to it. But it's one of my favorite shows ever. This is my outfit. Okay, we're gonna go on a quick walk. Wanna scoot? But we're looking sporty cute today. I'll show you guys my outfit in the mirror real quick. Bye.